What's going on, guys? It's a fun one today at the range. We're back with the Q Blind Tiger. Guys, Monadnock Firearms. Link to their Instagram will be below. Use coupon code SteveMP5 nationwide to save money on things you normally couldn't save on. Check them out. Best shop I know of, carries all the cool stuff you see on the internet, and you can get it at a good price now. So, link below. I have wanted a honey badger since these things came out. Who knows how long ago? I just think the 300 blackout round is a really great round. And this is, aside from my Henry and 300 blackout lever gun, this is the first 300 black semi-auto AR style, this kind of gun I've ever owned. And I'm glad I finally got it in the collection. My full-time bedside setup is the MP5 SD. You don't need ears. Inside, it is quiet. Super, super quiet. Very reliable. I'm very familiar with the platform. It's my go-to, and to not blow people's eardrums out, especially mine, in case of an emergency. Now, in comes the 300 blackout. 300 blackout in this size package, meant to be suppressed, meant to be on a short barrel, the honey badger. I've got this one in pistol configuration because I want to save some money for right now, but it'll change down the line. But this setup and the Blind Tiger can. We're going to do some comparing today. We're going to talk about the Blind Tiger, and we're going to talk about the Trash Panda and sort of what you're getting and the kind of the specs and the comparisons between them both. But this setup right here, like as it is, like this is empty. I'll give you like an empty weight as it is right here. I'll put it up on the screen. But this thing is just, it feels like nothing. Like it feels like a toy. Like it just works. Everything that I've seen and everything from Q's sort of marketing campaign since this thing came out a few weeks ago is it's lighter than the Trash Panda, same size as the Trash Panda, but quieter than the Trash Panda. All those things combined, to me, means the Trash Panda is just gonna go away. It's like old tech. Unless they drop the price super low on it, what's the point of buying a Trash Panda when you can get a better can, right? So maybe that's gonna happen, who knows? But maybe it'll be like that more entry-level, affordable option. You know, the Trash Panda ends up being 400 bucks and this one's 800 bucks because it's the new tech, and it's gonna be really hard to find until, you know, production ramps up and sort of pipelines are full. So, man, let's get to it. Let's do some shooting. Let's talk about both. See how it is. I unfortunately am like danger close to being really low on 300 blackout. Running 220 grain subs here on Lancer 300 black magazines. You know, the gun's gonna ship with a Magpul 300 black magazine, but I kind of wanted to do matchy-matchy, and it's like the translucent sort of tan feel there, so I went with that. And I kind of like the more reliability of like the Lancer magazines. Haven't had any issues yet. Shot a little bit off camera. But anyway, take a couple shots. Gotta conserve an ammo right now because I gotta get more. I don't want to run out mid-video. So, take 5 shots. Got no ears in, not gonna need them. Let's see what she sounds like. Now this is gonna be, like if you were standing right beside me, of course it's always a little different on camera. You gotta experience it for yourself, but it is quiet, super quiet. Here we go. So that first one was first round pop, a little louder. The 4 shots after that, much quieter, but still, hearing wise, sounds good. I've got no ringing, got no discomfort. It just sounded like, you know, like a loud couple pieces of board slapping together. This is pretty slick so far. Blind Tiger, 25 yards. All right, so what we got here in this hand is the Trash Panda. It's got a little bit of heat wrap, things I took off to kind of give you a more accurate view of this thing, but it is basically the same length, and maybe just a touch shorter down in the mounting area. But if you had them side by side, exactly side by side, they are very, very close, essentially the same size. I can just tell you here just by feeling it, and I'm going to put the weights on the screen so you can see it, but the Trash Panda does feel a little heavier than the Blind Tiger. So weight savings is there. You'll be able to see what it is exactly on the screen. In the hand, it doesn't feel like a ton. Like, it's not like, oh my God, this is 10 pounds and this is only 5. But if this thing only weighs, and I'm guessing here you'll see it on the screen, if this thing only weighs, I don't know, 12 ounces, you know, this one might be like 16. Like, it's enough to feel the difference. Like, this might be a pound and this might be 12-ish. We'll see. So let's just do some comparison here. This sounded louder. Definitely sounded louder. Not sure how far or how much is going to come across on camera, but to the ear, my ears felt more of the pop, more of the sting. Like, it wasn't crazy, but definitely noticeable. You got to experience for yourself, and there's not going to be many opportunities, and you probably, unless you already own a Trash Panda, you're not really going to be able to see this side by side or experience it side by side. But if you believe in what I'm saying, and I'm not BSing, this can was louder, noticeably more pop to the ears, audibly louder than the Blind Tiger. Let's set it up 25 yards. Say what you want about Q. Like, I'm a fan of Q. I dig how I dig their style. I dig the way they market their stuff. I dig the way they talk about their product. Say what you want. I mean, they make some good stuff. That's my honest opinion. I've been a fan of Q for years. First time I ever actually got to pull the trigger and pick up a honey badger, which is a gun that I can now check off the list. Like, I think, like, to spend my own money, like, I think it's just a great product. If you want 300 blackout and you don't got to get the shorty, I mean, if you're gonna do like hog hunting and stuff, like, I'm not really doing that. But to have the ability with the 300 blackout to have that stopping power of the 300 blackout in a cool package. Now, this is gonna be for everybody. The color scheme, the clear anodizing, I mean, that's my jam. That's like Rally 8000, it's HK style. Like, this is cool kit. Still be using, you know, stainless steel and still get it quiet. I mean, it's, as far as I know, it's pretty traditional baffles. I think I saw something cut somewhere online where it had some pass through the baffle, so it wasn't completely, you know, blowback. Like, it was flowing through the baffles within the can, but it's not vented in the front. I could be mistaken, but I thought I saw that. So again, say what you want. I dig it. I dig it. This can is quiet. If I don't really have to worry about blowing out my eardrums and having severe hearing loss when something happens, when I can grab the SD or now the honey badger, which is in serious contention to be bedside. I mean, it's a bigger bullet. It's still sub. I mean, it's super quiet out here, did not hurt the ears at all. All right, I want to take a minute to kind of talk about a couple other things I have done to this. A3 Industries AFG style grip here. I like this one because it's a little larger and it has that nice hand stop hook in the front. So you can really kind of put your hand up against it in the back and not worry about going forward in front of the muzzle, or, you know, maybe potentially touching the can, or, you know, whatever. I just dig that angle. And then, of course, running a light Surefire up front on one of my old Unity switches I still had left over from my 416 build. So it really is a nice setup. I can go boop boop. EOTech, tan EOTech's got to go on the honey badger. It just kind of completes the tanadized type of feel. And then all the way in the back, again, I'm running an A3 Industries tan Xeno grip. Dig this grip. It's more of like a vertical style grip, but it feels good. Like, if you like that style of grip, you'll like this thing because it really just kind of cups into the hand nice. It just feels good on there. I don't know, I dig it. I dig this grip and just the whole setup here. Again, you know, I can use the light, I cannot use the light. It's just right there if need be. So this thing is pretty set up. So something to note is in the box with this, you'll get the rear end attachment. So if you're not putting it on a honey badger that already has the cherry bomb on it, putting it on something else with the shoulder, you can just thread that right on to your shouldered rifle or pistol, whatever you're putting it on, and you don't have to worry about it. So it's cool that they include that in the box because you're going to need it if you want to lock up right. Let's take these last couple shots. No ears again. Don't forget Steve MP5 on the Instagrams. See you next time. This is just screaming for an FRT.